UTSA football's most accomplished player, Frank Harris, is returning for a 7th season with the program. The level of production that he's had over the last 2 seasons have been outrageous. But before I jump into all of that, be sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, this kid has accounted for 75 total touchdowns over the last 2 seasons, and over that same period of time, 8,400 yards through the air, which is insane. This led the runners to 2 consecutive Conference USA titles and just a bunch of individual awards that he got himself. But it's not all about the stats. You got to think of all the other aspects of the program and the city that he influences just by being there and being this type of player and being from San Antonio. He brings just a confidence to the city and just UTSA fans in general, because we know, because he's proven it to us, that he's going to be able to deliver the goods on the biggest of stages. And that really goes a long way. I just think about him being from San Antonio and being the homegrown kid and just being that example for all of the high school recruits now that know that, hey, you know what? I can stay home and play football on the highest level and get a ton of national recognition, just like Frank Harris is doing right now. Now, there's the other side of the coin to that, and I'll use the age-old saying, with great power comes great responsibility. Now that he's at this level, the expectations for him is going to be extremely high. No one's going to let him off the hook for anything. And it's just because of his greatness. And I think he's earned these expectations, and he deserves those expectations because he has been so great for the program and great to the city of San Antonio. And this leads me to some of the projections that I have for him as we approach this upcoming season. I expect him to be around that 4,000 yard passing mark this season. And I also expect him to throw for at least more than 30 touchdowns. I also think there's going to be a couple of other priorities like passing efficiency. I think we'll really see him try to stay above 70% this season for a couple of reasons. I think the NFL is probably a dream of his, and scouts are going to be watching. He's put up all these huge numbers, and he's going for another season so he could grow under Coach Traylor and start to produce more and show what he can do as a thrower of the football. And I think passing efficiency is something that can open up eyes of people across the country and could potentially get him an opportunity to play on the next level. Now, you can't talk about Frank Harris if you don't talk about his ability to run the football. I actually think we're going to see his numbers decrease from a running standpoint. I think he'll decrease in yardage, and I think he'll decrease in touchdowns. And it's not because he's like worse at any of this. I think there's going to be an emphasis in making sure that he's healthy throughout the year. So the less hits that he takes is going to prolong the team's success if he's available. And keeping him healthy and keeping him off of his back is going to make him a lot more comfortable throughout the game. But we also have Kavorian Barnes at running back, and him coming in as a sophomore. I expect Coach Traylor to rely on him to tote the mail a bit more because of how talented he is. That dude is already an NFL prospect. So I think that the utilization for Barnes will increase, which will decrease Frank's running opportunities as a consequence, and I think that's a good thing for the program. Sum this up, I think Frank is uber talented, and I think he gives UTSA a chance to do some pretty historical things this upcoming season. So I can't wait to watch it. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to the channel, and let's make sure we build this community going forward. I'm excited about what we'll be able to bring you guys as the season progresses.